What's up, guys? My name is Tai Zen. Welcome to the cryptocurrency.market channel. And this is a trading, investing, and entrepreneurship channel. Our goal is to make life-changing money and life-changing profits in the cryptocurrency market, the stock market, the futures market, the gold market, any market that allows us to make a ton of money, okay? And we like to focus on the reality-based stuff, guys. We don't like to just jump on here and just talk about theory and fantasy in trading and investing. We actually like to share with you guys the stuff that we actually do in the real world, okay? So in this video, guys, I want to talk about something that one of my students recently asked me. You know, he was like, man, you know, like he was calling me up to thank me about the Tezos trade that we got into, you know, and he did really well with it. And he was saying, hey, you know what? He goes, hey, Tai, I've been following you guys for quite some time now. And he says that it really surprises me that you guys only have like, you know, 28, 29, 30,000 subscribers, somewhere around there, okay? And he says there's all these other channels that have like, these other crypto channels that have like 100,000, 200,000 subscribers. And there's a ton of people following them, right? And he says that's really weird, you know, because the stuff that you and Leon share with us on your channel and on your Twitter and in your cryptocurrency investing blueprint is stuff that can actually help people make money. But I wonder why more people don't follow you guys. And I told him, I said, well, that's not surprising, because there's a lot of people, and I shared this with him, you know, that a lot of people out there in this world, they talk about they want to be rich, they want to be wealthy, they want to make money. But the reality is, the sad reality is, I don't even think it's even sad. I just think it's just the reality, you know, that most people say that because other people say it, or because their friends and family say that, or because their classmates say that. But there's a lot of people that, you know, like, just like, you know, the Chinese have a symbol called the yin and yang symbol. It's black and white. You guys, many of you guys may have seen it. You know, it's black and white. It looks like a teardrop that is spinning around in circles, right? Or I should say a water droplet that's spinning around in circles. And then inside, there's inside the white portion, there's a black dot, and inside the black portion, there's a white dot. Now, yin and yang means the sunny side or the shadow side of a mountain. Okay, that's what it means. Okay, the actual words in Chinese, but the symbolic meaning of the yin and yang is that there's a balance in the universe, that, you know, there's hot, you know, there's parts of this world that's hot, there's parts of this world that's cold, there's parts of this, you know, there's bad people, there's good people, there's smart people, there's dumb people, there's tall people, there's short people, right? So there's opposites, right? So just as much as there are people like myself and many of you guys that like to have money in your life and like to be rich, like to be wealthy, like to make, you know, life-changing profits, right? There are also a group of people out there who are just the opposite. They like to remain poor. They prefer to remain in poverty. They prefer to, you know, have poor friends. They prefer to have, you know, poor neighbors. They prefer to live in a poor neighborhood. They prefer to live, eat poor food, right? Why? I have no idea. Like, you know, like I grew up like that for most of my life, and I never liked it. But there are some people that like it, and the reason why we know they like it is because, one, they're not willing to do anything to change it, and number two, right, they don't ever do anything. They don't ever take any action. You know, they don't ever take the time to go learn how to get out of that neighborhood or out of that environment, or that poverty environment, or that poor environment, right? So whenever my student asks, like, why don't you have more followers or more subscribers? I'm like, for what? Like, it doesn't even, if my channel had 1 million subscribers, I would be worried, because I know there's not that many people out there that want to make life-changing profits in crypto. Like, not right now. Maybe 5, 10, 20 years later or something. Yeah, but right now, if all of a sudden I had, you know, 100,000 or 200,000 subscribers following me, right? I would be worried. I would say, man, these people are just, you know, faking the funk, okay? Or in America, in the city of Atlanta, they would call them posers. You know, people who pose like they they want to do something, but they're not real. Just like, and for you guys that don't speak English, like a poser, you know, when someone's posing like you're posing for, like you're happy for an Instagram picture or for a Facebook picture, and you're smiling, you know, like you're having fun at the party and stuff, but it's just a pose. We all know that that's just a pose. It's not a real, it's just a position that your body takes in, gets into to make it look like you're having fun at the party, or maybe you're doing this or you're doing that, but really it's not what's really happening in reality, okay? So in Atlanta, the dirty South part of America, they call it posers, people who just faking, people who are pretending to do that, okay? So, and by the way, the dirty South does not mean that the city is dirty or anything like that. It's just a hip hop terminology to describe the type of neighborhood that Atlanta is in the southern part of the United States, okay? So, so I would be concerned if I had 1 million subscribers or 1 million Twitter followers, because I know there can't be that many people in the crypto world that wants to make money. How do I know that? Okay, I see people all the time bitching, complaining about altcoins going up. Let's say that, you know, so many of our students got into Ripple, okay, in 2017, and it made them a crap load of money. I mean, lots of life-changing money, lots of life-changing profits. And then I see people bitching and complaining about Ripple. Can you believe that? Like, they're bitching and complaining about something because somebody else made a ton of money on it. They didn't make any money on it, so they're complaining that somebody else made a ton of money on it, right? So I can understand if you know, complain or have problems with, you know, coins that are outright scams, you know, that have been, like, law enforcement is investigating it, for example, like BitConnect or OneCoin or something like that. But if it's a coin that's traded on large reputable exchanges, right, that's not like your place, because you're not law enforcement. Let the law enforcement people figure out, you know, what to do. You know, and it's just like when I got arrested for drugs when I first came to America as a refugee. I grew up in the poor ghetto black neighborhoods and I hung around with the wrong people, and I got involved in drugs. And the reason why I got so much time and I had to do nearly 14 years in prison is not because I had a large volume of drugs, and I was poor and broke, so there's no way I could have had a large quantity of drugs. It was because I refused to snitch on my friends, my colleagues, and the other guys in my neighborhood, right? You know, some of my friends there, and I remember the cop asking me one time, like, you know, why won't you snitch on your own friends, or why won't you cooperate with the police to snitch on your friends, you know? And I told the cop, you know, I said, you know, like, fuck you, man. Like, that's your job. It's not my job. That's not my responsibility. I didn't sign up to be a cop, right? That's your job. You know, you busted me, then let's get on with it, right? But don't make me do your job, right? So that's what I'm saying, guys, is that I see a lot of these guys out there that's trying to, like, you know, be superheroes and be law enforcement and be all kinds of people, and I don't understand, like, why are you taking all that risk to be in crypto, and then you're worried about the wrong things? You should be focused on making life-changing profits in crypto. This is the birth of a new asset class. This is the birth of a new investment vehicle. This is the birth of a new investment product, right? We have, you know, investment assets such as stocks, bonds, you know, commodities, right? And now in real estate, and now we have a new one, a digital asset called cryptocurrencies. You know, learn to take advantage of it, man. Stop sitting there worried about the wrong things, you know? And that's why, you know, if you go to one of these channels, right, and that have 100 or 200,000 subscribers, and you tell them, hey, look, this guy Ty Zen over here, he's making a shitload of money off of crypto. You should come over here and listen to him, you know? They're gonna come over and watch 1 or 2 of my videos, and then they're gonna unfollow and unsubscribe. And you know why? It's because most people that say they want to make money, they ain't willing to do what it takes. They ain't willing to do what it takes, or they don't want to hear the truth. Like when I say, hey man, you got to change your mindset before you become successful in trading, whether you're trading stocks, futures, forex, crypto, it doesn't matter. You have to have a wealthy mindset. You cannot have a poverty mindset and expect to come into the markets and make a ton of money, okay? If you don't believe that you deserve to be a millionaire, you'll never become a millionaire trader, okay? And that's the problem with, you know, I know that because I remember the first time I made $100 in the stock market, I was like, holy shit. You know, I'm going to work every day, working as a bouncer at the clubs, making 80, 90 bucks, you know, working my ass off for 8, 9 hours, right? Making 10 bucks an hour. And here I am in 10 minutes, I made 100 bucks. You know, I had to like really sit there and evaluate like, what the hell's going on here? Like, what just happened? And I remember the same thing happened, the same thought went through my head the first time I made $1,000, the first time I made $10,000, right? The first time I made $100,000, the first time I made $1 million. Every time that thought came to my mind, and I had to constantly reprogram my mind and say, why am I asking myself that question? You know, I trained myself, I invested large sums of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars to learn how to become a good trader, and here I am making the money, you know, based on the skills that I've learned. Why wouldn't I be able to do this? Why wouldn't I be able to deserve to have this, okay? So I say that because a lot of people, guys, out there, when you go to the Bitcoin conferences, the crypto conferences and everything, you're gonna meet a lot of people that you talk to everyone and they all seem like they're interested in making money, but the reality is most of them are not. Most of them are not. Hey, you guys, go ahead and take your hats off and dry yourself. All right? Yeah. And stop picking. Hey,
That's
don't.
not my daddy.
Oh, okay, but you see me recording? Well, why are you walking in front of the camera for? You know the procedures.
Mine's this one.
Here, just use this one. It doesn't matter. It's all a towel. Okay? Go right over here. Okay? Hey, I just told your sister not to walk across the camera, and here you are trying to walk across the camera. What's wrong with you? Huh?
Did you have to take her clothes out?
No. Just take your hat off and then dry yourself off. Okay? So basically, guys, I gotta take these kids in because it's getting dark out here. The water's warm out here at night. I don't know the actual physics, but it seems like the concrete absorbs all the heat during the day, and then at night around 4 or 5 o'clock it starts to release that heat through convection into the water or something, because for some reason the water's warmer after 4 o'clock than it is during the day when it's sunny and hot. Oh no, shit, did I use the word convection? I'm getting too academic here, man, okay? So that's a good sign. I need to sign off, man. When Ty Zen starts sounding, you know, scientific and shit, you know, it's time to stop the recording, okay? And I got the security guard over here flashing the security lights here, giving me the signal. Anyways, guys, right? Yeah, so don't worry about. I'm glad that I have a small group of followers and subscribers that support our channel, and you know, I like joking around with the guys on there. And the thing I like the most about the subscribers I have is that whenever I meet them at the conferences, at the Bitcoin meetups, you know, they're the people that I like meeting in real life. They're not a bunch of idiots. You know, none of the guys that I ever meet, you know, that's our follower, when I go to the conferences and I meet the guys that say, hey, we follow your channel, they're not a bunch of pussies, they're not a bunch of soft asses, they're not a bunch of lazy bums, right? They're not a bunch of people who blame other people, you know, for the mistakes they made in their life, right? Those are the people that, man, I really appreciate. And that's why whenever you guys meet me at the conferences or anything like that, don't be afraid to come by and say, hello, what's up, man? You know, you know, and you know, we'll go get some coffee, go get a burger or have a beer together, you know. Don't worry, man. Like, I enjoy that, okay? So I like being around the people that are looking to go in the same direction that I'm trying to go in, and they don't have no qualms, no shame about it, right? Like I go to, you know, conferences, and I see some of the YouTubers or some of the other crypto people and other people in the crypto space, and I'm like, man, I never want to meet those people. I never want to hang around them. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if they have, you know, their own private island or their own yacht or their own sailboat or their own private jet, their own Lambo or something, they're not the type of people I would want to hang around with, you know, in real life, okay? So I am grateful that the people that follow us on our channel, when me and Leon meet them in person, you know, when we meet you guys in person, we have a blast, man, you know. So thanks for watching this channel, guys. Thanks for supporting us over the years, and thanks for making us one of those, you know, those rare and unique channels that people trust when it comes to making life-changing profits in the cryptocurrency market, in the cryptocurrency market, okay? Make sure you follow us on Twitter if you're new at Hey Ty Zen, and follow us. Make sure you subscribe to our newsletter at www.cryptocurrency.market/newsletter. Okay, and then if you haven't gotten a copy of our cryptocurrency investing blueprint, make sure you get a copy at www.cryptocurrency.market/blueprint, and I'll see you guys in a future video. Thank you.